Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is actually the start of a week-long reading vlog. So basically, instead of it just being like, oh, read with me for a week or whatever, I'm specifically reading books that would basically complete a series. So for example, the first book that I'm going to start out with is Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. This is the fourth book in the Twisted series, and it is the last book in that series. I actually started it right before I went to school. Like, I started reading it and annotating it. And I was like, oh crap, yeah, I'm moving into my dorm in like 2 days, and did not have time to finish it. So this is the part of the reason I'm starting with this one, because I want to finish it since I already started reading it. I'm not super far in. I think I was only like 3 or 4 chapters in. So yeah, I'm on chapter 4. So not like crazy, like, oh, I only have 5 pages left. Like, I still have a lot of the book left. But I'm really trying to complete series this year, which I know some of you might be like, aren't you starting a bunch of series as well? Yeah, but like if I complete series as well, then like it'll even out and it's fine. So there are 3 books that I have in mind that I'm hoping I can finish this week, but we will see how far I get. If I get through the 3 books that I have as a goal and still have more of the week left, then I will start reading books that I didn't have on the top of my head. But pretty much this is just read with me for a week while I try to finish series that I'm in the middle of. I think I only have 3 or 4 series where I only have 1 book left. So if I do complete those and I still have time for the video, then I might start reading like series that I'm just in the middle of in general to get closer to the end. But I can't really think of a whole lot more than the 2 or 3 that I already have in my head. So that's my goal. I'll be, you know, filming here and there of me reading, but it'll be mostly me giving a review of how I felt about the book when I finished it, and if anything happens in the book that's like plot twisty or just like, oh, I didn't expect that, or oh my god, I loved that, like I'll film my reactions to that and stuff as well. But yeah, that's pretty much what this week's video is going to be. I hope that you guys enjoy, and let's get into the video, I guess. Okay, so I am finishing my first night. So I was pretty busy today, so I didn't have a lot of time to read, but I did a little bit in the morning and I did quite a bit in the afternoon into the night. So I'm on page 160 now of Twisted Lies, so I think it's like 15 to 20%, something like that. I'm hoping to get to about halfway tomorrow probably. It's a longer book, so I'm not gonna like pressure myself to like read it in one day per se. But yeah, I'm so far liking it. It's definitely kind of what I expected. Nothing has like sparked like, oh, I didn't see this coming. But I don't know if this is a spoiler. Hold on. Okay, it kind of doesn't, but in the back it says, but when a threat from her past drives her into the arms, and how, whatever. The dangerous threat, we've already like figured out what that is. And I have been spoiled about what that dangerous threat was. Like, I knew what that was. But oh, there's a fuzz on my book. I'm very loving the way that Christian is handling it so far, because obviously he's big, tough, dark, brooding man, so, and you know, touch my girl and you die vibes, so we're loving that so far. I don't know, I feel like this might sound weird, but like, so far nothing's like super sticking out to me as like, wow, this is so good. It's only 160 pages. There's so many more to go, so that could change, but I kind of am waiting for like more to happen. But so far it's fine. I'm enjoying myself. But that is what I did today. I read 160 pages of Twisted Lies. Hey guys, so today is day 2 of my reading vlog. So we are still reading Twisted Lies. As I stated yesterday, I ended on page 160, so that's where we'll be starting today. I know I talked a little bit about it yesterday, but again, I'm enjoying the book so far. Nothing sticking out that's like, oh, that's something I'm really not enjoying, but also nothing sticking out that's like, oh, that's super like interesting and intriguing. So I'm hoping with time that it gets better. I know that it's a 500 and something. Yeah, it's like 560 or something like that, page book. So I'm not totally surprised that there's not a ton of stuff yet that's like super intriguing to me, because like most of the stuff that's happened you kind of know just by reading the back. But that's where I'll be starting today. I'm hoping to get pretty far today, but I do have some things going on later in the day, so we'll see how far I'm actually able to get. Okay guys, so I just took a break to go eat lunch, but I'm on page 251, so I'm about 100 pages farther than I was last time I chit-chatted with you all. It's definitely getting better. I definitely see like the tension kind of growing between them, and obviously like thoughts that they each have that's kind of like, oh, like I shouldn't be feeling this way and la la la. So I definitely think that it's getting better, but still, like, there's nothing that's like, I'm still kind of bored, I'm not gonna lie. Like, with Twisted Love, the first one, it kind of did the same thing. There were parts that bored me, but then there was that underlying, like, secrecy thing that kind of, like, kept it going. Twisted Games was just, I was never bored with that book. That is my favorite book in the whole series. I don't think that will change, but and then Twisted Hate, I low-key did not like because I didn't like Josh. Nothing to do with Jules. It was literally Josh, especially the one scene. You know what I mean. I hated him for that, and I would never have forgiven him for that. But anyways, we're talking about this book, not that. But I don't know, the like little, you know, threat per se from her past, I just like, nothing's really been done yet that's too like, oh, that's a surprise. Like, yeah, okay, that makes sense that this is happening. So I don't know, I'm just kind of waiting for something like bigger to happen, hopefully, since there's so many pages left in this book. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little update. I'm about to start reading again, and yeah, I will see you guys for the next update. I don't know when that will be, but like I said, I'm at 251, so I'm probably like 30% of the way through the book, 35, something like that. I really hope that it gets better soon. So I'm back. It is a different day, even though I know I'm wearing my pajamas still, but I don't really care. But it is a different day, and I did not end up reading anything more last night, so I'm still on page 330, I think. Yeah. But I should be able to finish the book today, easy peasy, and I'll probably start the next book as well. Sorry if you can hear, there's construction going on around my house, like not for my house, it's just like really close to my house, and so you might be able to hear noises in the background, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm hoping that the ending is really good because it's getting better as I'm reading. I don't want it to like fall off at the end because sometimes books do that. So I'm very hopeful that it will be good. But yeah, I would assume the next time that I would be verbally talking to you would likely be at the end, unless something happens that I need to like be like, wait a minute, what the fuck. But nothing's really happened yet so far like that, so. Okay, so I finished Twisted Lies. It definitely had some interesting parts towards the end, and I definitely think that, I don't know. I'm rating it a 4 stars. I enjoyed the read. I don't regret reading it. I think that it was a good book. It would probably be, I would say Twisted Games for sure is my favorite, and then I would say Twisted Love and Twisted Lies are kind of at second, and then Twisted Hate would be third. It's been so long since I read Twisted Love that I can't really remember as much as obviously the book that I just finished reading. So I don't want to be too like, oh, this is second, that's third, or vice versa. But I think that the way it ended was cute. I really, really, really hate second act breakups where it's like, oh, we're finally together and we're happy, and then this thing has to happen, so now we're not happy, and then we get back together. So that of course happened, and I didn't love that, but I'm also like, I understand that that's like a popular thing to write about in books, and so like that makes sense. And this is gonna be a bit of a spoiler, so if you haven't read this book or you plan on reading it, you might want to skip ahead a little bit. But I like Christian as a whole. However, the fact that like Stella had the stalker, and then, sorry, my cat's down here and I want to make sure he doesn't knock over my tripod, Lukey. Hey, Bubba. Be careful with that. Because Stella had a stalker, I was like, I don't love that Christian is almost like doing similar thing. Logan. Oh, Logan. Buddy. Oh my god. Stop. I don't love that Christian was kind of giving off stalker vibes at certain points. Like, if Stella wouldn't have been attracted to him, like, I know he wouldn't have ever done anything about it like the stalker did. However, I don't know, there were just some vibes that I didn't love as much as I thought I would. But overall, like I said, I would say about 4 stars. It was a good read. I think if you are reading the Twisted series, there's no reason not to read this one. But overall, Twisted Games is still definitely my favorite. There's just something about that book that really just was like, wow, loved that book. But yeah, so I'm going to put this on my, Goodreads stuff and then go get my next book. I'm probably gonna eat lunch though before I start reading, so I don't know exactly when I'll start the next book, but yeah. And I have 2 books to pick between, and I don't know which one I want to read because one's shorter, but I have to annotate it like I did this one, and one's longer, but I'm not annotating it. So I don't know what to do because like annotating takes longer. Like, I probably could have finished this in 2 days instead of 3 days if I wasn't annotating. I don't know. I have to decide. Okay guys, so I just finished eating lunch and I'm now going to be starting my second book for the video. I really struggled to decide which one I wanted to read because, like I said earlier, one book was shorter but I'd have to annotate, and one book was longer that I'm not annotating. And I just like couldn't decide what I wanted to read, but I ended up going with The Final Offer by Lauren Asher. So this is the last book in the Dreamland Billionaire series, and the reason I picked this one is because I felt like out of the 2 books, I think this one I would like more. Like, I feel like I would rate it higher, so that's kind of why I ended up picking it. but also since I'm not annotating it, I'm hoping I can get through it quick. And obviously the book is like long in the sense that like it has a lot of pages, but it's like a shorter book in this aspect, and the font's not too small, so I feel like I could get through this pretty quickly. And I really just want to finish this series because I really want to read Love Unwritten, Love Redesigned, so that I can read Love Unwritten when it comes out. And I already have Love Redesigned, so yeah, that's why I picked this one. So I'm gonna start reading this now. I have no idea when I'll be back to talk to you, but that's it for now, and yeah. Okay, so I've been reading for like, I feel like 3 or 4 hours straight, and I am so tired. So I am gonna go take like a 15 to 30 minute nap or something like that. And then I'll get back to reading. But oh my god, I'm so pleasantly surprised with this book, because the first one in the series I like did not like at all, which was really weird because I love Lauren Asher and her writing, and so I was really surprised that I did not like that book. And then the second one I recently just read, and I liked it, like it was good, but like it wasn't anything special. Now this book has a very interesting trope that it's kind of hard to like explain without spoiling it, so I'm not going to explain it, but the trope is something that kind of seems like it is a common one, but it's slightly different enough that it intrigued my like it made me interested. And I love Cal. I loved him in the last book, and I still love him now. And Alana, I think is how you pronounce her name, also love her. And I just like, I don't know, I'm really enjoying the book so far, and I've been reading it super quickly. Like I'm eating it up. I'm on page 321 already, so I low-key think I might finish this book today. It's really good. So I'm very excited, but I just wanted to give you guys an update on where I was at, since I'm gonna take a break and go take a nap. Hopefully I'll be back in 15 to 30 minutes. Sometimes I don't wake up to my alarms when I nap. We'll see. I really hope it's not dark the next time I get on here, because if it is, that means I slept way too long. But no, I'm really loving it so far, which is, I think it's making me happier, because I was a little disappointed with Twisted Lies for what I was hoping it would be, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised with the final offer for what I thought it was going to be. So very happy about how it's going so far. Okay, this is gonna be a spoiler if you haven't read the book, so if you haven't, skip ahead. But oh my god, when Cammy says, "I wish you could be my new daddy," and then Cal says, "There's nothing I'd like more than that," and I mean every single word, literally, oh my god, I love Cal and Cammy's relationship. They are so cute. Like, I love Alana and Cal, they're obviously cute and stuff too, but to see Cal work so hard, obviously, to get Alana back, but he's working like even harder to have a relationship with her daughter. Like, I just can't. It's so cute, and I love them so much, and that line just like broke me. Oh. Okay, so I finished Final Offer by Lauren Asher, and this definitely was the best book in the series in my opinion. I feel like not only were all the characters, I don't know, like just more enjoyable to like read than the rest of the characters in the series, but I also just loved the plot line. Like, I feel like the first one focused for me too much on the whole like business part, which I know is kind of the point, but I just didn't love that. And then the second one, I liked Iris, but I didn't love Declan for a while. Like, he had to grow on you, and so I think for me that just kind of like took a really long time. So it was just like, it was a good book, but there was nothing like super special about it. But I really loved this one. I feel like Lauren Asher really just said, just wait guys, wait for this last book and I'm gonna put everything I have into it. So I'm rating this book a 4.5 stars. I think that it was really good. I finished it in one day, so that says something. The only reason I'm not giving it a 5 stars is because I didn't get that 5-star feeling. I loved it in the sense that, like, would I probably want to reread it at some point? Sure. Would I recommend it to people? Definitely. But there is just a feeling I get when I read a book, and that's when I rate it 5 stars. I can't really describe it. And I don't know, it felt like 4.5. I feel like that's just a good place to stick for now. Obviously, maybe that will change as time goes on. Sometimes when I read books, I lower ratings, and sometimes I up the ratings depending on how I'm feeling. But yeah, I really did enjoy this book, and I'm glad that I have finally read it, because now I'm done with the Dreamland Billionaire series and I can move on to the, I think it's called the Lake Wisteria series. No, what is it? Oh no, I don't remember, but love redesigned and love unwritten. So I'm super excited, and now I have to pick the next book that I'm gonna read, and I don't know which one to pick. So I kind of read like maybe 30 or 40 pages yesterday, which is the last time I'm pretty sure I talked to you guys. And then I was hanging out with my friend and I like totally lost track of time and then didn't film like an update at the end of the day. So let's see where I was actually at. Okay, I'm now on page 331 and I don't remember where I was. So I don't know how many pages I actually read, but that's where I'm at now. Of some kind of perfect. I don't know why I totally just blanked on the title of that book. Yeah. But I didn't do any read, because like as you can see it's like dark out. I did not do any reading today so far because I had the worst migraine / headache and I was not feeling well, and so I was just kind of like laying in bed and sleeping. But I'm feeling a little bit better now, so I think I'm gonna try to read a little bit before I go to bed. So I just wanted to update you guys on like what was going on. So that is what I'm going to be doing now, and I'll probably just update you guys in the morning on where I ended up instead of filming, because like my lights are already going to be off and stuff like that. And even though I have these like Christmas lights here, it's still like not super bright and I don't want it to be like bad lighting in the video. But I plan to read a little bit. It also just kind of depends. Sometimes when I read at night, I like read really quickly, and sometimes I read really slowly. It just, like I said, it kind of depends. But I wanted to make sure that I got an update so that I didn't like go to edit and then it was just this like random ass jump, and I'd be like, well, they're gonna be like, why the fuck did it skip from like day 3 or 4 to like 6 or 7? But I think it's day 5 today. Yeah, I think today's day 5. So tomorrow will be day 6 and then day 7. So I have about 2 more days left. So I'm hoping, basically my goal is to finish this book. If I can get through another book, that would be amazing. But I do have like plans and things for the week that I have to do, so I might not. Hey guys, so today is day 6, I think, of my reading vlog, but it doesn't really matter. I will be filming for another like day or 2. But I am currently on page 424 of Some Kind of Perfect, which according to my Kindle is 55%. However, on Goodreads it says 65%, but whatever, close enough. I'm around somewhere halfway point. So that's super exciting. I am hoping to get it finished today, but again, I have some stuff I have to do today, so we will see. But I'm just like, I'm super excited to finish it, because then like the biggest series I think I've ever read will be completed, and like that's exciting. But I'm also like really sad because like I do love these characters and like their livelihood, and like feeling kind of like you're a part of it when you read it. But everything must come to an end at some point, so it is what it is. But I'm super excited to finish it and to share my thoughts with all of you on it. I'm debating on if I'm gonna do... What the heck was that? I'm sorry, some really weird noise I think just happened outside. Anyways, I don't know if I'm gonna share like a big thought about I don't know if I'm gonna explain in detail in this video how I felt about the series as a whole, or if I'll do it in like a reading wrap up for like June, but or maybe I'll do it for both. I don't know. Still thinking about it. Probably not this video. This video may be long. I don't know. Maybe I will. We'll see. But I'm super excited to finish it, and I don't know. I feel like I know that there's a spin-off series with their kids, but I don't know if I'm gonna read it. I feel like I'll enjoy just the kind of like, okay, and that's the end. Like, I don't know. Especially because they're coming out with a new series, Dishonestly Yours, in July, I think, and I'm super excited to start that. So I feel like I'll at least hold off for now. Maybe I'll come back to it at some point, but I'm almost done. Can't believe it. It's been like 2 years since I've started the series. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on where I was at, so yeah. Okay, so hey guys, I am filming this in my car, but that's just because I have a lot to do today, but I will probably start editing tonight, so I just want to make sure I get this filmed. But I have finished my reading vlog for trying to finish as many series as I can, and I completed 3 series. So I read Twisted Lies and Final Offer and then Some Kind of Perfect. So I would say Twisted Lies, I probably would keep how I rated it, kind of in that 4-star range. I haven't really thought about it too much after finishing it, but like I didn't like dislike it. It was a good read and I had a good time, and I don't like regret reading it. And then I would say Final Offer was probably still like a 4.5. Again, had a good time reading it, enjoyed it. I have thought about it a little bit, but like not a whole lot. So I just got an email about a book thing I ordered, so I was just making sure it wasn't important, but it's just like an update on shipping. But I will say, Some Kind of Perfect had me crying at the end. Oh my god, it was so good. I did rate it a 5 stars purely because of the like, I don't even know what the right word is, but like the wholesomeness of the series finishing, and like the whole entire series just has a special place in my heart. And so like the last book just being like kind of that wrap up of like them and their kids and everything was just so special to me, and like I just really liked it, and I just thought it was so well written. And literally the last page of the book I was just sobbing. I was like, what is this? And I know I said I probably wasn't going to read their kids spin-off series, the Like Us series, but like I don't know, some of the kids I really liked. Like some of, I mean, I'm not saying I didn't like any of the kids, like there was nothing wrong with any of the kids, but there were some that stuck out more to me, and I kind of want to see what their books are like. So I don't know if I'm gonna read it fully like in order, and I don't know if I have to read it in order. I have to do some research, but I might end up reading it. Yeah, but those are the 3 books I read for this. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I don't know when this is coming out, so I don't know what the next video is, but I'm hoping to get it edited quickly so that I can post it. But, you know, comment down below any other videos that you guys are wanting to see. I can do a part 2 to this. I have plenty more book series that I can work towards finishing. So yeah, that's today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you are all having a fabulous day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!